The galaxy was quiet. For many years, peace ruled the stars. The alien races lived in harmony. The trade routes were open and the councils worked together. But all this peace changed the moment one human ship appeared. No one expected it. The sensors of the Andromeda sector caught a strange signal far from known space. The signal was different from anything the aliens had ever seen. It was strong, steady, and moving fast. A ship was coming. The ship's size was huge. It was not like the small scout ships or the slow cargo freighters. This ship was large and powerful. The aliens called it the Horizon. The Horizon looked old, but strong. Its hull had many scars from past battles. Strange lights blinked on its surface and the engine glow was bright. The ship moved like a predator, fast and sure. Alien leaders watched the ship carefully. The galaxy's many councils gathered to talk. They asked each other, "Who are these humans? Why do they come now? What do they want?" The aliens knew stories about humans. Long ago, humans explored the stars but disappeared. Many thought they were weak and gone forever. But now, a human ship was back. It was not just a small boat. It was a warship. On the horizon, Captain Elias Ward opened his eyes. He had been in stasis for many years. The ship's alarm rang in his ears. The mission was clear. Reach the galactic capital and find out what happened to the lost human colonies. Elias stood tall and strong. He was a man in his 40s with gray eyes and a steady voice. Around him, the crew woke one by one. They looked tired but ready. They were all chosen for this mission, humans who survived the long sleep to bring their people back to the stars. The ship's AI, called Athena, spoke calmly. "Captain Ward, we are in the Andromeda sector. Sensors detect many alien ships nearby. They are watching us." Elias nodded. "Prepare for first contact. We don't know if they will welcome us or attack." The crew moved quickly. They cleaned the ship's weapons, ran system checks, and prepared the communication devices. The Horizon was their home and their weapon. They trusted it to keep them safe. Meanwhile, in the galactic capital, panic spread. The alien council was confused and worried. The humans were a mystery, and mystery meant danger. The aliens sent a message to the Horizon: "Identify yourself and state your purpose." Elias listened carefully. Then he answered, "I am Captain Elias, Ward of the human ship Horizon. We come to reclaim what is ours and to find our lost kin. We seek peace, but we are ready to defend ourselves." The alien leaders did not expect such confidence. Most thought humans would beg or hide. Instead, they heard strength and pride. The Horizon moved closer to the capital planet. Alien ships surrounded it, some curious, some hostile. The humans on the Horizon could see strange ships with sharp designs and glowing weapons. They knew the meeting would not be easy. Captain Ward called a meeting with his officers. "We must show them humans are not weak, but we must also be careful. We do not want a war yet." Lieutenant Kara James, the ship's second in command, spoke up. Was young but smart and brave. "Captain, our technology surprises them. They don't understand our shields or our weapons. That gives us an edge." Elias smiled. "Good. Let's use that edge wisely." The Horizon opened its communication channels to the alien emissaries. A hologram appeared in the main hall. The alien leader was tall and blue-skinned with many eyes and sharp teeth. His name was Varak, a diplomat from the Andromedan Council. "Captain Ward," Varak said with a deep voice, "why do you return after centuries of silence? Your kind was thought extinct." Elias looked at Varak with calm eyes. "We were never extinct. We were lost, scattered, and hiding. Now we return because the galaxy is not as peaceful as you think. Old threats remain, and humanity will not be forgotten," the alien council murmured. Some were angry. Others were afraid. Varak replied, "Your return shakes the foundation of our peace. We must decide if you are friend or foe." Elias answered, "Let us talk and find a way. Humans want peace, but we will fight if we must." That night, the Horizon crew gathered on the ship's deck. Stars shone outside the windows. The galaxy was bigger and more dangerous than they imagined. Ensign Mark, a young pilot, asked, "Captain, do you think the aliens will accept us?" Elias looked out at the stars. "I don't know, but one thing is sure. Our arrival changes everything. The galaxy will never be the same." Suddenly, the ship's sensors detected a fast-moving fleet. Alien warships were closing in, their weapons powered up. Kara shouted, "Captain, they are preparing to attack." Elias stood firm. "Raise shields, prepare weapons, show them the human spirit." The horizon glowed with blue energy. The crew worked quickly. The battle for the galaxy's future was about to begin. The horizon shields flared brightly as alien weapons fired. Pulses of energy struck the hull, but the ship held strong. Captain Elias Ward stood at the command bridge, eyes sharp, heart steady. This was not just a fight for survival, it was the moment humans would show their place in the galaxy. "Status report," Elias said, voice calm but firm. Lieutenant Kara James checked the screens. "Shields at 95%. Weapon systems ready. Enemy fleet is large but slow to coordinate." Elias nodded. "Good. We don't want to start a war. Try to send a message. Tell them we mean no harm, yet we will fight if attacked." Kara opened the communication channel. The screen flickered, showing the blue-skinned diplomat Varak again. His eyes narrowed, but his voice was less harsh than before. "Captain Ward, this is your final warning. Leave our space or face destruction." Elias took a breath. "We are not here to fight your people. We come to reclaim lost human colonies and to build peace. But if you attack, we will defend ourselves." There was silence. Then Varak's voice came. "You expect us to believe that after centuries of silence?" Elias looked at his crew. "Prepare for battle, but keep the channel open." The alien ships formed a blockade, blocking the horizon's path to the capital planet. The humans needed a way to show their power without destroying the fragile peace. Suddenly, the horizon's AI, Athena, spoke clearly. "Captain, I have analyzed enemy fleet patterns. There is a weak point in their formation near the star cluster to the left. A quick strike there could disable their command ships." Elias smiled. "Good work, Athena. Kara, prepare a fast strike. Team, we'll hit that weak point and send a clear message. Humans are not to be underestimated." Kara nodded. "On it, Captain." The horizon launched a squad of small fighter ships, sleek and fast. Ensign Mark led the team, his hands steady on the controls. "Remember, no unnecessary damage," Elias reminded. "Show strength, but not cruelty." The fighters darted through space, weaving between enemy fire. Their weapons were precise, targeting the command ships with surgical skill. Explosions lit up the dark space, and the enemy formation began to break. Back on the horizon, the main ship raised its shields higher and charged its main cannon. The crew watched the battle unfold on the large screens. Varak's face appeared. Again, anger clear. "You dare attack our command ships? You force us into war." Elias responded. "You forced this on yourselves by attacking first. We only fought back to protect our crew." The alien fleet retreated, damaged but not destroyed. The horizon was victorious for now. After the battle, a delegation from the Alien Council boarded the horizon. They came not with weapons but with curiosity. The humans greeted them cautiously. Captain Ward led the meeting in the Great Hall, a large room filled with glowing maps and strange technology. The alien diplomats introduced themselves: Varak, the lead; Sila, a sharp-minded negotiator from the Vakari species; and Dran, a quiet observer. Elias spoke first. "We want to understand each other. Humans were once explorers like you. We want to reclaim our lost colonies and live peacefully. But we will defend ourselves if needed." Sila tilted her head. "Your technology is impressive. How did you survive all these years?" Elias smiled faintly. "Humans are good at adapting. We have kept our knowledge and passed it down. The horizon was built to last, with systems that learn and grow." Dran spoke softly. "Your return changes the balance. Some fear humans will bring war." Elias nodded. "War is not our goal, but if the galaxy wants peace, it must be fair for all." Humans have been forgotten for too long. The talks went late into the night. Slowly, mistrust turned to respect. The alien diplomats saw the strength and will of the humans. Meanwhile, the Horizons crew studied the alien technology and culture. They learned about the different species' history, politics, and fears. Lieutenant Kara worked with alien engineers to exchange knowledge. "We want to share, not destroy," she said. "Our technology can help both sides." Ensign Mark explored the ship, dreaming of flying among the stars in peace. But he knew the path would not be easy. Suddenly, Athena interrupted. "Captain, sensors detect a message from deep space. It is encrypted but human in origin." Elias frowned. "Show me." The message was old, sent centuries ago by human explorers who had settled on a distant planet. It told of danger, secrets, and hope. "This message could change everything," Elias said. "We must find the senders. They may be the key to our future." The alien diplomats listened, realizing humanity's story was deeper and more complex than they thought. Outside, the galaxy held its breath. The arrival of one human ship had already changed everything. But many questions remained. Would the ID humans find their lost kin? Could the galaxy accept their return? Or would fear and war rise again? Captain Elias Ward looked out at the stars, ready to lead his crew into the unknown. The journey had just begun. The galaxy was watching. News of the Horizon's arrival and its clash with the alien fleet spread quickly. Many species talked about humans, some with fear, some with curiosity, and others with disbelief. How could a single ship from a lost species challenge the great powers of the galaxy? On the horizon, Captain Elias Ward and his crew prepared for what came next. The ship was more than just metal and machines. It was a symbol of human will, stubbornness, and intelligence. Elias stood on the command deck, watching the stars pass. "The galaxy doesn't understand us yet," he said to Lieutenant Kara James. "But they will. We have to show them the human edge." Kara nodded. "Our technology surprises them. Our shields, weapons, even the AI, they don't have anything like it." Athena, the ship's AI, joined the conversation with her calm voice. "Captain, our systems can adapt to new threats faster than any known technology. This gives us a tactical advantage." "Good," Elias said. "We need to prove it." Suddenly, the ship's sensors beeped urgently. "Captain, unknown vessels approaching," Kara reported. "They look hostile." Elias frowned. "Prepare defenses. Let's see what they want." The new ships came close, sleek, dark, and fast. They belonged to a secret group known as the Vraxons, a warrior race feared for their brutal tactics. The Vraxons demanded the Horizon leave the sector immediately. They did not trust humans and believed their return would bring chaos. "Captain," Ward stepped forward. "We are here to find peace in our lost people, but we will not run from threats." The Vraxons opened fire without warning. The Horizon shields flared and absorbed the blasts, but the attacks were fierce and continuous. "Return fire," Elias ordered. The Horizon's weapons fired back with precision. Their lasers moved faster than the enemy's reflexes. The ship's weapons predicted enemy moves before they happened. The battle was intense, but the Horizon had an advantage. Athena's AI learned and adapted instantly. When the Vraxons changed their attack pattern, the ship's defenses shifted. In response, Lieutenant Kara controlled the fighter squadron, sending fast ships to flank the enemy. Ensign Mark led daring maneuvers, dodging enemy fire while hitting critical targets. After a long fight, the Vraxons retreated, surprised and shaken. The Horizon was not just a ship. It was a force that combined human creativity, technology, and determination. Captain Ward sent a message to the galaxy. "Humans are back. We will defend ourselves and our future. The galaxy must recognize the human edge." Word spread quickly. Other alien races started to reconsider their views of humans. Back on the Horizon, the crew worked hard. They repaired damage and shared stories of battles and survival. The bond between the crew grew stronger. Elias knew their mission was bigger than one ship or one fight. We have to find the lost human colonies, he told Kara. They hold the key to who we are and who we will become. Kara agreed. We must also build alliances. Not all aliens fear us. Some want peace too. Athena interrupted. Captain, I have located a signal. It matches the encryption of the ancient human message we received earlier. Elias's eyes lit up. Show me. The signal came from a distant star system. It was faint but steady, a call for help or a message from humans who survived. We have to investigate, Elias said. The horizon changed course toward the unknown signal. As they traveled, the crew prepared for whatever they might find. The galaxy watched in silence, waiting to see what the humans would do next. Would they find their lost kin? Would the humans and aliens find peace? Or would the galaxy be pulled into war? Captain Elias Ward was ready for the challenge. The human edge was sharp, and it was just beginning to show. The horizon moved steadily through the cold darkness of space. Ahead lay the distant star system where the faint human signal came from. The crew worked quietly, but with excitement. They were close to answers about their lost past. Captain Elias Ward stood at the command deck watching the stars. His mind was heavy with questions. Who sent that signal? Were they friend or foe? Could they be the lost human colony they had been searching for so long? Lieutenant Kara James joined him. Captain, I've been reviewing old human records from the archives we found in alien libraries. There's more than one lost colony. Some disappeared without a trace. Others were taken or hidden. Elias nodded slowly. We need to find them all. They hold the key to humanity's survival. Suddenly, Athena, the ship's AI, interrupted. Captain, I am detecting unusual activity in the star system ahead. Sensors show structures on the planets, but they are damaged. Signs of battle. Prepare the ship for possible combat, Elias ordered. We don't know what we will face. As the horizon entered orbit around the first planet, strange images appeared on the sensors. Ruined cities, broken ships, and silent battlefields told stories of a great war long ago. The crew felt a chill. This was not just a lost colony. It was a place of tragedy. Exploration teams were sent down in small shuttles. Captain Ward and Lieutenant Kara led the first mission to the surface. The air was thin but breathable. The ground was cracked and scarred. Strange machines lay broken, some still warm. Suddenly, a faint signal came through the communicators. It was weak, but it was human. Captain, we're not alone, Kara said, eyes wide. From the shadows stepped survivors. Humans with strange uniforms, but clearly kin. One of them, a woman named Mira, stepped forward. Her eyes were tired but hopeful. We thought we were the last, she said. Our colony was attacked by alien forces. We fought to survive, but we were forgotten. Elias smiled gently. You are not forgotten. We are here now. Together, we will rebuild. Mira explained their story. They had been cut off from Earth centuries ago. They fought constant wars to protect their home. But help never came. The Horizon crew shared their own story of long sleep and return. Meanwhile, Athena discovered encrypted data on the planet. It revealed a darker truth. Some alien factions wanted to hide humans forever. They feared what humans could become if they united. Back on the horizon, the alien diplomats watched the developments closely. Some saw hope. Others saw danger. Vrak, the blue-skinned diplomat, sent a message. Humans reunited could change everything. The galaxy may not be ready. Captain Ward knew this was true. The galaxy was full of old fears and old wars, but he also knew that humans had survived worse. We must face the shadows of the past if we want a future, he said. The Horizon prepared to leave the planet with the survivors and the new knowledge. But before departure, a warning came through. Captain, sensors detect incoming ships. They are not friendly, Kara said. The Horizon raised shields again. Another battle was near. This time the fight was not just for survival, it was for the future of humanity. As the enemy fleet closed in, Captain Ward looked at his crew. We fight not only for ourselves, but for all humans out there waiting to be found. The Horizon's engines roared. The galaxy's new chapter was about to be written in fire and courage. Red lights flashed on the Horizon's command deck. Enemy ships approaching fast, Kara James reported. 12 destroyers and 3 heavy cruisers. Weapons hot. Captain Elias Ward stood tall. Battle stations. Protect the colony survivors at all costs. The enemy fleet was from the Draxian Dominion, one of the most aggressive empires in the galaxy. They had long feared the return of humanity. Now that fear had turned into open attack. Inside the ship, the crew moved quickly. Ensign Mark led the fighter squadron checking weapons and shields. Engineers reinforced weak spots in the hull. The rescued colonists, including Mira, were guided to safe rooms. "We've fought before," Mira said, her voice calm but sharp. "We're not helpless." Captain Ward allowed her team to assist. "Every hand helps. Just follow orders." The Horizon faced the enemy with strength. Its weapons were more advanced, its shields smarter, and its AI, Athena, faster than anything the Draxians had seen. But the enemy had numbers. As the first wave hit, space lit up with fire. Explosions burst across the black sky. Energy blasts flew in every direction. The Horizon shook, but it stood firm. "Forward cannons, fire at will," Elias commanded. The human ship responded like a living beast. Beams of blue light shot from its sides, cutting through enemy ships. Fighters danced around cruisers, disabling engines and shields with perfect timing. Athena's voice echoed calmly. "Enemy patterns detected. Adjusting strike routes." Lieutenant Kara coordinated the defense. "Squad Alpha, go for their flanks. Squad Bravo, protect the rear." Mark's fighter shot past a Draxian cruiser, sending 2 torpedoes into its weak engine port. It exploded, in a silent blaze. But then the enemy brought out something new. "Captain," Athena warned, "a dreadnought is entering the field. Massive size, unknown weapon signature." On the screen appeared a huge vessel, 5 times the size of the Horizon. Its design was brutal, built for destruction. At its center glowed a red core pulsing with deadly power. "They brought a superweapon," Kara whispered. Captain Ward didn't blink. "Then we give them something to fear." He turned to Mira. "Does your colony have any working defense? Systems we can tap into?" Mira nodded. "We've got old orbital cannons. Not much, but if powered up, could help." "Do it," Elias said. The colonists worked fast, linking the cannons to the Horizon's targeting system. Meanwhile, Athena scanned the dreadnought structure. "There is a weak point below the energy core. A direct hit could overload it." The Horizon took heavy fire as it maneuvered closer. Explosions rocked the ship. One of the engines took a hit. "We can't get close enough," Kara said. "They'll destroy us first." Captain Ward made a quick choice. "Ensign Mark, take your squad and hit that weak point manually." Mark paused only for a second. "Yes, sir." He led his small squadron through the firestorm. Ships fell around them, but they kept going. Mark locked onto the weak spot. "Firing! Now!" Torpedoes shot forward. The first 2 were blocked by the dreadnought's shields. The third passed through. A blinding flash filled the sky. The dreadnought shook, then cracked from the inside. Its red core exploded like a star being born. The shockwave hit both fleets. The Draxian ships scattered. Some were destroyed in the blast. Others fled in panic. The battle was over. Inside the Horizon, the crew cheered. They had survived again. Elias sat back in his chair, letting out a breath. "Damage report?" "Severe hull damage in Sector 7, Kara said. "But we're alive." Athena added, "Draxian forces are retreating. Signal strength from nearby systems is increasing. We've made an impression." Indeed, the battle had done more than save the colony. It had sent a message across the galaxy. Humanity was not only back, it was strong. Across star systems, silent observers watched the recordings. The Council of 9, a group of powerful alien leaders, gathered in a hidden station. One elder alien said, "We tried to keep them lost, we failed." Another replied, "Now the galaxy will choose. Fear them or follow them." Meanwhile, Elias met with Mira in the Horizon's meeting chamber. "We can take your people somewhere safe," he offered. Mira shook her head. "We want to fight with you. If the rest of our kind is still out there, we need to find them." Elias looked at the map of the stars. "We will. One by one, we'll bring them home." The Horizon began repairs, its crew stronger than before. Bonds had been forged in fire. Trust had been built with courage. But many questions remained. How many more colonies were out there? What secrets had been hidden? And who else feared humanity's return? Captain Elias Ward stood once again at the window of the command deck. Space stretched endlessly before him. Somewhere out there, the next challenge waited. But now they had more than just one ship. They had hope. The Horizon was no longer alone. Around it flew small ships from the newly found human colonies. They were battered, tired, but alive, ready to stand with Captain Elias Ward and his crew. Together, they were more than just survivors. They were the future of humanity. The galaxy watched with mixed feelings. Some were amazed. Others were fearful. Many wondered what the humans would do next. Captain Ward stood on the bridge, eyes steady and calm. "We've found many of our lost kin. But there are still more out there. Our mission is far from over." Lieutenant Kara James nodded. "We've also made allies among the alien races. Some want peace, some want power, but many respect us now." Athena, the AI, reported, "The Draxian Dominion and other hostile factions are regrouping. They will not accept human return easily." Elias clenched his fists. "Then we must be ready. But we fight not to conquer, but to protect." Suddenly, a message came through. It was from the Council of Nine, the galaxy's most powerful leaders. They invited Captain Ward for talks. "This could be the chance to bring true peace," Kara said. Elias agreed. "Prepare the ship. We go to the council station." The Horizon entered the Grand Council chamber, a massive space station orbiting a bright star. Aliens from many species filled the hall, eyes watching the humans closely. The council's leader, an ancient being named Eldarian, spoke first. "Captain Ward, humanity's return has shaken the galaxy. Your strength is clear, but your intentions must be understood." Elias bowed slightly. "We come to find our lost people and live in peace. Humans want to be part of the galaxy, not its enemy." The council debated. Some members wanted to limit human growth. Others feared war. But many saw the truth in Elias's words. After long hours, a decision was made. The council agreed to recognize humanity as a new member of the galactic community. But with conditions, humans must prove their commitment to peace and cooperation. Elias accepted. "We will prove it." Returning to the Horizon, the crew prepared for a new journey, not one of war, but of rebuilding and discovery. The newly united human colonies began sharing knowledge and resources. Old Earth technology combined with new alien inventions. The Horizon became a moving center of hope and progress. Ensign Mark spoke with a smile. "I never thought I'd see this day. Humans back, fighting for peace and a future." Mira, from the colony, added, "We have been through darkness, now light is coming." But peace was fragile. Some factions still plotted in shadows, unwilling to accept the human rise. One such group sent a secret assassin ship to attack the Horizon. But Athena detected the threat early. The ship's defenses held and the enemy was forced to retreat. Captain Ward knew this was only the beginning. "Humanity will face many tests," he said, "but together we will rise." In the months that followed, humans and aliens worked, side by side. The Horizon traveled to distant worlds, helping rebuild colonies and exploring uncharted space. Stories of human courage and kindness spread throughout the galaxy. Old fears began to fade. One night, Elias stood alone on the observation deck. Stars glittered like diamonds. He thought of Earth, lost but not forgotten, of the colonies scattered across the stars, of his crew, brave, loyal, determined. We came from nothing, he whispered. But we will build everything. The galaxy had changed forever, because one human ship had appeared, and the galaxy would never know peace again. Not because of war, but because of hope, courage, and the unstoppable spirit of humanity.